a little over a year and a half ago, two lads, one cool, one gourmet, set on an adventure to be the greatest cricket podcast.
Why did you? Why is the year and a half a thing? Is that because you didn't have any ideas for an intro? And why are you calling yourself Gourmet?
The podcast was called the Long Hot Cricket Podcast. And not only did they set themselves the challenge of not going on a recognised podcasting platform,
Yeah.
they took it straight to YouTube to have a better experience with the listeners.
Wow. Financial, really.
Yes, we didn't want to pay for the thing, did we?
What was it like?
The £5
a month.
Also, the lads didn't bring out any video content on a purely video format
Yeah.
for almost a year and a half.
Well, when it works out, that will be admired. They'll be like, "Who would have done that? Who would have done?" You'd have said that was a bad idea. But
many
look
people
at
have
this.
said innovative. Many people have said adventurous. Outstanding.
I don't think any of those words have been used. Gracious.
Knowledgeable.
Certainly not that.
Knows how to pick between an offie and a leggy.
Could you please introduce what we're going to be
This
talking
is
about?
the 100th episode.
Oh my god!
The
I just fucking
100th
completely
podcast
forgot.
episode. That's why I gave us the backstory.
This
where
isn't
we are.
going to turn out to be what we said the 100th episode would be.
In true Long Hot Cricket.
I've got nothing to give away.
In true Long Hot Cricket form podcast.
Nice, you've nailed this.
Tradition.
Yeah,
We're just going to do another game.
We're unprepared.
The 100th episode. That we're just getting started.
These are runs, aren't they? Episodes are runs.
Episodes of balls faced. So the 100 is not. We're 180 runs off 100 balls. We're rattling along now.
Yeah.
We might need to change that. The more subs we get.
No, I like it.
I think let's just take us back a little while.
Should we go back to the start? Because first of all, I never thought we'd get a single subscriber.
Yeah.
And at 100 episodes, I wouldn't have said we'd have broke 100. So
Do you ever worry about the day that
it's getting too big.
the day that this podcast eventually ends?
What do you mean?
Like, what happens? Did one of us turn around to each other and say, I don't want to do it anymore?
I don't.
That's going to be a
That
sad
makes
time.
no sense.
Because this
It's,
everything has a life.
right, and this will go past ours. This will have to be passed on. It won't end. This will be taken over.
So 100
That's how big it will get. It will be like the breakfast show on like Radio 1 or something.
100 episodes in. How do you feel about the channel? How do you feel about where we've come from, where we are? Obviously, 180 subscribers and 100 videos is not anything to be, writing
proud
home
of it.
about, but I'm certainly proud of it.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you
I like the channel. I like that we've started to bring out some gaming content. That's kind of cool.
I feel like it's pushed our podcasting as well.
Yeah. I want next up some sort of vlog kind of deal. I don't know how or what with, but I feel that would be a big step.
Yeah.
We what we need. This is like the podcast is like
It's
the
like,
scaffolding.
it's the staple.
Yeah, the foundation,
It's the bread.
and we need the butter and the jam.
And
Do
the
you know what I mean? The butter's gaming content,
and the jam.
and the jam is vlogs,
Wow.
isn't it? And then that's a complete. And
What
then
an
you just need bread
exciting-
on top of it.
Where does like new mic stands come into that?
I think that's like,
We're on the same equipment as we've done 100 episodes
Yeah.
with. That's quite an achievement.
and the
because
mics have lasted well.
the leads haven't.
The leads haven't. The mic stands went after about 20.
I've gone through another computer,
Yeah.
not because of the podcast, I don't think.
Well, we've lost a few because of the old one.
Yeah. Have we broken or anything? We bought something we never used.
Yeah, that happened before we even said anything.
Yeah, I'm still just putting this through a free app.
Yeah.
I'm editing the videos on a free app, so it's not bad for
Started from the bottom.
and now we're at 180 subscribers.
There you go.
Have you,
180.
have you got a benchmark goal of subscribers you want?
500 would be cool. I feel like that's the next. 500 is the next. 100 subscribers, cool. The next one's 500. and then after that's 1,000.
I want
isn't it?
1,000.
1,000 would
It's just
feel like you're speaking to someone.
the 1,000. I want 1,000. I want to monetize it. It'd just be nice to make.
What? To what? So you can buy a scratch card?
Yeah, but at least like you could think, right.
Do you remember how bad that episode went when we had scratch cards?
Yes, yeah.
I like that.
To be honest with you, this episode we should have done an episode doing reflections, but
Well, to be honest,
cricket's out.
we're
Cricket's playing,
we're gonna cover the 2020 game,
that only
but
takes
that's
going
gonna take like 5 minutes.
No one likes Virat Kohli, so
Yeah, I am impressed by his beard. It's
Yeah.
so thick.
I don't like Virat Kohli. We'll get on to why I don't like him because there's a moment in the game where I definitely hated him.
But can we carry on with the reflection? I'm enjoying it.
Shall we come back to that? We'll do the game and
Should we sandwich it?
Yeah.
Nice.
the podcast is the bread.
Yeah, and no.
There's so many great quotes in the podcast that if I did that, that editing thing I do when I type it up on the
That people don't like.
Moneyball. You you haven't heard about Moneyball? That is the gaming content.
That's gonna have to be a lot more rushed than intended because
Yeah,
you put a deadline on it.
Well,
It's unneeded.
the cricket captain put a deadline on it.
I like when the next one comes out, we can space out the gaming
there'll be
content,
there'll be
and it will be much more fun.
two episodes a week.
And you can stop ripping on me as Mel. You need to have less
Wow.
less creative control.
Right.
Just so people know, he's the only one who does the editing.
Yeah.
So I can't rip on you for that.
I take the mick out myself.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What did you do?
So every mistake I make, I will highlight it in the editing.
No, not true.
Yes.
You haven't done it once.
Go back and watch them. I'm sure there
I
is.
have watched them.
Go back and watch them.
You haven't
again.
done most of them.
Maybe I just don't make mistakes.
Yeah, brilliant. Right.
Second T20 between England and India.
England 1-0 down.
Played at the Cardiff Stadium.
Yeah. We need to win, to bring it back to level, to take it to the third, to make it a decider, to win the World Cup, to beat Sweden.
That's what we need to talk about as well.
Yes.
What an exciting episode.
It's kind of good that England is still in the World Cup.
Should we just get the cricket out of the way? Talk about the good stuff.
Yeah, let's get through it. England win.
So England win by the 5 wickets to keep the series alive, like you said. England win the toss and decide to field first, putting India into bat.
Always want to chase.
And
Standard.
India can only make 148 for 5 off their 20 overs, even though Virat Kohli makes a good 47. And
I'd say that's not enough.
Dhoni a 32.
I would never feel that's enough in a 2020.
That's at least 25 runs short, at least.
I feel like you've got to be challenging 200 now.
Oh, yeah, you've got
today
175 even
against pretty much any team.
But this was a bit of a, it spun a little bit, but they just couldn't quite get going, could they, India? And we see Rohit maybe. Is that Rohit Sharma? Yes, I'm so great at remembering names.
My main man didn't do it today, did he?
Rahul.
Yeah.
Nope.
Bowl Plunkett.
And Darwin run out Roy. Kohli bowled Willie for 47 and Rashid stumped Butler for 27. So Kohli, Rayner and Dhoni get themselves in. Pandya with the night score of 12 at the end alongside Dhoni's 32. And okay, at 111 for 5 when Kohli goes after 17.1 overs, they probably do quite well to get up to 148.
Yeah, they give themselves something, don't they? Something to play for.
Those 30-odd runs coming in the last 3 overs just gets them to actually what does turn out to be somewhat competitive.
Yeah, I mean, they've done well with the finish of their innings, and they've done well to make a game of it with their bowling, because finishing on that kind of score, I wouldn't be confident going out, especially if you're playing England with the form they're in and the sort of batting that we've got. It could be a short game, couldn't it?
Sure can, yeah.
So they did well.
Look at the bowling. David Willey, 1 for 18 off his 4.
Yeah, that's
very good. Jake Ball plays his first game.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't feel like it's his format.
Didn't we talk about this in the last episode? And you said anybody but Jordan.
Yeah, but they still pick Jordan.
Plunkett 1 for 17 off his 4, and Jordan 34 for naught off his 4.
I mean,
No,
he's a specialist.
So no Moeen Ali.
No, interesting.
And they went with the extra bowler, didn't they? Well, they it's a bit harsh on Mo. Mo's probably a better bowler than a batsman in T20, really. They decided to not go with the 2 spinners. At Cardiff, which is renowned to
when
be
it's
a little
test
bit dry.
match, teams England tend to go with the 2 spinners when it's at Cardiff.
Yeah.
So, but 2020.
Is it because of the
I don't think anything.
straight boundaries shorter? Are
maybe. I just think in 2020 nothing's going to happen with the pitch.
they? Yeah, no, you're probably right.
I think it wears probably very well.
So Jake Ball got his first opportunity to play a T20. I don't think he is a T20 player.
No.
But then, when you say someone's you said this in the last episode. Me personally, I don't mind him not being a T20 player. I'd rather see him.
Yeah.
T20 players for me are bad players.
You're right. Well, no, I don't. No, that's not true. But specialist 2020 players
can't do it outside 4 overs, can they? Let's be honest, they can't.
Right.
Chris Jordan, who'd be known as a specialist, can't. Adil Rashid is known as a specialist.
No,
Can't do it.
Rashid isn't.
He's a specialist one-day player. White ball cricketer,
No, I'm
he's a
talking
specialist.
specialist 2020 player is different from a.
So
from
who's
a white
specialist
ball
2020 player?
Jordan.
Right. Okay.
Rashid is just a one-day player.
What's
he's
that?
just not a test player.
I'll tell you who is a specialist. Narayan. I know he's not English.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he is specialist.
Yeah. I think Jordan's the same effect, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Let's look onto the England batting effort.
I think a 2020 specialist just means you can't play any other format. Doesn't mean you're brilliant at that format.
You would have probably once said Butler was a specialist white ball player, wouldn't you? But
yeah.
now,
Well,
tearing it up all over
yeah.
the place.
A couple of weeks ago,
Credit
you'd have said he was a white ball specialist, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
But there you go.
So we see a different front three. It's coming. Top 3 than we did in the last game. You like the idea of Butler opening. You said if he's in form, let him have a go.
I think that's the case. 2020.
So Butler
they moved Root up, didn't they?
Yeah, Butler opens up with Roy, and Yadav takes both those wickets. Yadav bowls Roy, and Butler was an odd one. So Butler spoons one up to Kohli, he drops it.
Okay.
I think it's the next ball or the ball after. He smashes one up high, and one bounce. Kohli's running after it, can't quite get there. 1 bounce 4, and he hits the next ball back at Kohli. No word of a lie. He's probably put down the easiest chance, right?
Yeah.
He catches the He catches the one after, and he's running round giving it the aeroplane.
Right.
Like that moment in time that I wanted to throw a bat at him. He's the most annoying player I've seen.
I think it. To be honest, right?
Like, you don't if you drop somebody and 2 balls later, you do not celebrate like that.
No.
It's embarrassing.
You're right.
He's an embarrassment.
Well, that's not true. But I think, for one, I think he's massively competitive, and that is who he is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not arguing that he's not annoying, but I think he plays on it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think must be horrible to play against. You do not want to lose that guy, and he's going to take you outside your comfort zone. Because you're like, whatever I do, I cannot let this guy beat me.
I tell you what, if I was a sport, an athlete, a sportsman.
Yeah,
I would be that would be me all over. I would go up against them.
Yeah, and it would.
I might lose out,
but I might lose out to Virat Kohli.
Well, you don't know how good I would.
I tell you what it does do though. When I see him, like you see those like expensive jewelry shops and that.
Yeah,
you see him on a watch advert.
Is it Tissot? Is it?
Yeah.
No, Tudor. I can't remember. Yeah.
I'm never going to buy one of those watches.
No.
The same with Citizen. Kevin Peterson did Citizen watches.
And you still remember as it being Citizen?
Mate, I do not want it. And that's worked against them. I don't want. I'm never going to buy one of those either.
I hate Kohli.
I don't hate him.
I hate him.
I think it's because he's very good and.
No, he's arrogant.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's arrogant.
But you wouldn't care so much if he was terrible as well, would you?
No.
So it's because he knows how good he is.
Do you think Indian fans like him?
Yes.
But he is. You know, when we did that biggest
Yeah,
head
I think
show. A lot of people have said Coley for the biggest,
I don't think he has the same.
NOB head.
I don't
show.
think he has as big a split as someone like KP does.
But I don't think KP was as KP wasn't as arrogant on the field as
I
Coley.
think KP didn't care you were. Virat Kohli, I reckon, is probably good with his own teammates.
Yeah.
I think if
When
you had
you look at them on the pitch,
Kohli in the changing room, you'd be behind him.
Yeah,
and
okay,
he'd
fair
get you
enough,
going. KP would be horrible.
but I think if you look on the pitch, right, I think Coley is the bigger
Yes,
D1 CK
yeah.
head.
I think KP's just more annoying.
I think,
Because he doesn't perform how he should.
Yeah.
Yeah, Virat Kohli acts a bit more of a.
Would you, if you were playing, a league game or whatever, you dropped one, watched another one sail over your head and couldn't get to it?
I've never celebrated a catch.
Well, that just shows you the kind of person you are, doesn't it? A nice,
but you should
humble.
But if you can catch it, you should catch it. It's
Yeah.
not celebrating, is it?
It's
not
like-
something to celebrate.
I play football for a league team, right?
No,
When
you
I
don't.
score,
No, you don't.
the postman doesn't celebrate
No,
his job, does
you
he?
don't.
When he posts a letter.
You have never played
I'm
a
exactly the
competitive
same.
game of sport in any respect. Definitely not football.
I score a lot.
We entered a five-a-side league
I
once.
scored a
You
lot.
played in goal, and people compared you to a whale.
It was a seal.
Was it a seal?
I got man of the match for being in goal.
You're man of the match. We conceded like 20 goals, and you just got hit in the belly a lot of times.
Still didn't go in, I did it. But naturally, I'm a forward.
Yeah, you did show that when you played in the outfield.
I'm like,
Very good feet. No panic.
no, and I
Just
can
very
hold it,
calm.
I can hold it up as well.
Yes.
I'm not Harry Maguire, but as a forward.
Mm.
I didn't even know who Harry Maguire was before this tournament.
Really?
He plays for Leicester, I believe.
Yeah. They got him from Hull. Good player.
Who the keeper?
Pickford.
What?
A toffee?
Have you watched This Is England?
No.
Oh, he looks like the little boy from that.
Right. What? You knew who Pickford was?
No, I didn't know who
before.
Pickford was. This new exciting team Southgate's brought together
He's a toffee.
has quite literally blown my brains out.
We got to beat Sweden, haven't we?
We're
If it
beating
was,
Sweden.
honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. But if this was, I can tell
I'm
you
hoping
now.
this will go out before that.
I can tell you now.
Might go out in the evening off, so it might have already happened for people at home.
Okay, but I can tell you now, if we were playing Sweden on Saturday at Wembley for a final,
We're going to win tomorrow.
for a final, for a friendly,
I'm actually excited.
we'd beat them.
We're gonna-
Whether we beat them in a knockout stage of a World Cup,
I was supposed to get my haircut, cancelled
I
it.
don't know. You need your haircut.
No.
No,
No.
you'll be all right.
Southgate first.
Should we get back to the cricket, mate?
Yeah, let me just put my waistcoat back on.
Um,
So we see Root coming at 3. We saw him back way down at, was it 5 or 6?
and someone left a comment before saying that it's not, it's not. You can't judge how good England's batting lineup on Joe Root.
Batting at 5 or 6.
Yeah, because he's not a 2020 player.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to kind of come around to that idea that Joe Root actually
You could have anyone there.
maybe shouldn't be.
Yeah, save him.
Yeah, I think
It's not doing anything for his game, is it?
No, I think T20 cricket.
It's not going to help him get that 100 that he needs.
I think did someone leave in the comments about the fact that Joe Root didn't get picked up for the IPL this year?
Yeah, I think we did actually cover that.
I think it might be an idea for him to step away from T20 cricket, get even his white ball stuff, get that sorted out. He can still play in the ODI team.
Yeah.
He's still a very strong ODI player.
Yeah,
But maybe step away from the T20 circuit when we see Stokes come back
and
in.
especially we've got loads of people. We don't need him.
So Hales down the order, batting 4 this time. Don't normally see Hales batting 4, and there was a worry about him against spin coming in later and not being able to start his innings off against spin. But no problems today. Did look a little bit cautious, didn't he, at times?
What are you
playing
saying
spin.
about the finisher thing you're about?
Well, he did it perfectly today.
Right.
Bairstow didn't.
I still don't understand what you mean.
Right, see how Morgan got out, pulling it like that?
Yeah.
There was
Good
no
catch.
fantastic catch.
Watching it in slow motion, he does make it harder than it needs to be.
How much did that hurt?
It's going to hurt, yeah. It's going to hurt. He did well. He did the celebration after. You can celebrate. That's a good catch. I'll let you celebrate that, especially with a big crowd and all that. But he has hurt himself. As soon as everyone else turns up, he has to sit back down because he is got nothing to the floor before his butt hits it and then his ribs hit it. So he's done well. He didn't hit his head though, because that ground's going to be really hard.
Did you see the pitch invasion come on and then the bodyguard smashes the pitch
worst
invasion into
the worst
into
attempt at a
Darwin.
rugby tackle.
But going back to that was an example of poor choice decision making.
What, by the spectator? Oh,
And by the spectator.
Right.
Now that would be a good vlog. Strapping a GoPro onto you.
How many grounds can we get banned from?
Do you know what? That would
It would boost the views.
That would
I'm
viral.
sure.
Virus. Bairstow makes 28. Bairstow, to be honest with you, I said bad finishing, but he came on and England were looking a little bit shaky at that point. And they came on, hit those big slug sweeps, didn't he, for 6?
Yes.
It was hot then, wasn't it? Gemma?
Hales was the man, though, wasn't he? He
Alex
did a very
Hales.
good job in the last over.
Was it
12, I think?
I think it was 19 off 9. And then he hits those boundaries, and then
Yeah.
12 off the last over.
The 6
including
off
that
the first
huge
ball of
6.
the last over. I mean, he bowled a very bad last over. He bowled 3 overs for 7 runs. And then his last over goes for 14 or whatever it is.
Interesting there, Owen, that you're... Sorry, I've just cut into what you were saying, but...
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry.
Willie, obviously, the last ball hits for 4. They don't count it. They don't count it as a 4. England only win with a 1 run. Or the 5 wickets.
Oh, is that because they ran?
Dead ball.
Is it because they...
No, I don't think they did.
Are you sure?
I think it was a celebration straight off it. I think as a new law come in to say can't be 4, it's a dead ball.
Did they get 4?
Well,
I know he hit it through the infield, but did it go for 4?
But I don't know if they'd have any sweepers out. They wouldn't, would they? Because they needed one.
So it did
one
go
to
for
win.
4.
Unless it plugged.
Yeah, it was very well. Unless they run... If they ran, and then... Because as soon as you've got enough runs, the game's over.
It looked like a celebration, not a run, didn't it? It didn't look like, let's run here. I thought it went for 4.
That's interesting.
Hales at 4. Do you like that, or do you think that was just something that happened today for a look
Well,
around?
if Stokes comes back in, he goes back to 3.
Hales,
to get rid of Root.
Yeah, fair enough. And you thought Hales did well against the spin, even though
Yeah, he did.
lots of chat about him playing spin.
Uh,
He did prod and poke early on, didn't
yeah,
he?
I think as he was there for longer, he just became more decisive.
More comfortable with the googly that's seen.
Please, yeah.
No, but
You're right.
The wrong one has
Yadav
shown.
was going a bit over. I'm a fan of the googly, but you have to set it up.
Yeah.
Just bowl him on every ball. Kind of loses its mystery when you're doing it all the time.
So the series now is
It's all
delicately
level.
poised at 1-1. Going into the last game where I know it's hard to predict a T20, which is the fun of it, I suppose. But where can you...
I think it will be a big scoring. We haven't had one yet, have we?
200? You think this is quite literally number 1 and 2 in white ball cricket playing each other?
I think
South Africa are very
there's
good.
like
Pakistan have been good
there's
for a
like
good time.
4 or 5 teams that play 2020 series. I mean, it's 50-50
You
who
can't pick
would win
from.
every game.
And these 2 teams are in that.
Yes, absolutely.
I
at
think
the top.
this is...
Could be top 2.
I think this is 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I think,
could
I think England number 1.
We'll see.
Let's have a look at see what the Indian bowlers finish with before we wrap up the episode. Yadav 2 for 36 or 36 for 2. His 4. Kumar 1 for 19 for 1. Pandu picks up the 1. Shalal the 1. And it's just not enough. England win with 2 balls to spare. A good chase for England after what looked like it was going to be comfortable. Then went tricky, and then Hales finished the game off.
Yadav, the pace bowler, bowled a very good over towards the end. I think it was like the 18th or 19th over.
Yeah.
It was really good. Just bowling perfect Yorkers over and over again. Bowled really well.
But,
Good game.
It was Kumar that first ball of the last over.
I mean, that was just absolutely in the slot.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
You could play slots with that. Las Vegas, all the way. Decent.
Well, 100th episode, and no one called in.
God, yeah, we're going to do that, weren't we?
Yeah. I mean, no one wanted to.
It's all right. It's 1:20 in the morning. I'm not sure anyone would be doing quiet for it.
Well, I think the idea was
Yes,
to
it
record
was,
them
yeah.
outside of it and put it
Yeah.
together.
You know, 100 episodes. What's the next big milestone? 250 subs?
Didn't we speak about this a minute ago?
I mean,
I think 500. 250s.
Thing
Oh,
is, though,
yeah, all right. 250.
you can celebrate it afterwards, but you can't. You don't know when you're going to get there, do you? To get to 500
Yeah.
subs. It's just another day in the office for us, isn't it?
True, mate. You're absolutely right. And technically, really, it's not our 100th episode. It's our 100th podcast, isn't it? And it's not even that, because we've got one saved.
We've had plenty of ones that have gone missing over the last year and a half.
We've done pretty well. I think we've only lost like 2 or 3.
What have we learned from when we first started off? That not to change my voice at the start.
Yeah, that we don't have to take notes on every single shot.
Yes, yeah.
Because you were very serious, and
Yeah.
you actually
Did take
genuinely
notes.
got annoyed
Yeah,
because I was saying not to do that, and that was silly. What was you thinking there?
That we would get caught out because we didn't know enough.
Well, you were
We
right.
get caught out.
You were right.
Almost every game.
Yeah.
That's not what people come here for, though, is it?
Well,
People
no
come
one
here for
comes
expert
here.
knowledge. Because we've been slated. We've actually.
Well, you picked an IPL team with 6 of them on eligible to play. You
Yeah,
can't
like-
do much worse than that.
But I mean, like, people have come at us saying that we don't do a good enough job on this.
I don't think they have.
Do you remember when that
I
bloke-
think we get away unbelievably lightly, but I think that's because of our lack of popularity. If you have loads and loads of people listening,
Yeah.
the bigger you get, the bigger the trolls get. We don't have any trolls.
Bring on the trolls.
We don't have any. The worst we get is like that guy he doesn't even play. Why are you picking him? Or like you sound like you're bored.
We did get told that we don't show respect to the opposite team,
Yeah, but we do state that we follow England. We're England fans first of all.
and it's coming home.
Yeah, and
We're
football
literally the
fans first, really.
We're the best sporting nation out there. Oh, Victoria!
I don't know.
Oh, that's not a song.
Yeah, that's
I made that up.
okay. Yeah. Cheers for listening, and I hope you're here for the 200th podcast
Jeez.
or the 101st. Really, I hope you just stick around for that.
200. I mean, another year and a half potentially.
Yeah. 3
years on the job.
Not
All right, here you go. Make a prediction.
what
200 episodes. How many subscribers?
531.
If 200 episodes?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
What? You want more,
Actually, another year and a half. Oh,
mate? We've picked up like 1 subscriber in like a month.
we need to be in. It needs to be 1,000.
See, you've changed.
I've given up my job for this.
You've changed. You have. The start subscribers was not. We just want to do it because we enjoy it. Now you're saying if there's not 1,000, you're not doing it.
No, I love
You
doing
changed,
it.
didn't you?
I think.
Wow.
How nice. Wow.
Fame. Fame is a mask that eats into the face.
Wouldn't it be nice
you
just
go.
to
You haven't
pay
even-
for new equipment
You
by?
haven't thought about that, have you? You
This-
should.
Yeah, I
It's a
know.
good saying.
And when a TMS going to contact us? 100 episodes in, there's still nothing.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Do you think? Right, here's a honest right now.
This is the work that when you make it, they look back at and go, "How did they carry on?" People quit when they don't get it early. People give up, and they
Do
didn't.
you think?
People know that I lie like this whilst trying to do it.
No. Let's say we tomorrow we hit 100,000 subscribers.
Right.
Just one Money Boy
Just people
episode
get
just
confused.
goes whoa,
And don't know what they're watching.
and then TMS get interested. Will we have outmarketed ourselves because I called you a CUNT on this show before?
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah. And we have used quite
No,
bad
because
language.
if they're interested, they come and speak to you. Go, we're interested, but we can't have that.
Will we
You
delete?
just
Well,
go, yeah, fair enough.
and we'll
No,
delete
you don't
it.
delete it, but you just don't put it out
Oh, okay.
anymore. No, if they're interested, you don't. No, not selling out.
Are we the one with the power? Are we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they come to us. If it suddenly explodes, then we can just keep this.
I've been yeah. So thank you for listening. For all those who've crying it. tired.
Right, come on. They don't care.
For all
They
those,
don't listen to this to know how tired you are.
No, they need to be thanked.
Right.
And I'm the one to thank them.
Go on then. Stop yawning or burping and get on with it. Oh, thank you. Listen, how many episodes have we done tonight? Not podcasts, but episodes. Of,
One podcast, 4 episodes of Moneyball.
I feel people are going to notice it, but we'll find out. I enjoy the Moneyball.
Listen,
I'll enjoy it more when we don't have a time restriction on doing them.
I'm so tired.
We need to end it.
Things are so,
Okay, thank you for listening.
Thank you for those who have been here since the first episode.
And
we shall see you for the game on Tuesday.
I'm going to get something as a prize to win.
Moneyball every day until 2018 comes out. Over and out.
Over and out. 100 up. That's the century.
Good
I mean,
night.
it's not.